Now has the case of a Glens Falls man accused of killing his toddler. Gary Waite is charged with murder, manslaughter, and endangering the welfare of a child. Closing arguments wrapped up a few hours ago, and it's now up to the jury to decide whether this was an act of murder. Pat Bailey is live tonight in Queensbury to tell us what's happening right now. Pat?
Well, Jerry, Gary Waite's attorney told the jury today to do the right thing and convict his client on the proper charge. I got a chance to talk to Gary Waite's attorney after the proceedings wrapped up, and he pretty much conceded to me, and he said that there's probably little doubt in anybody's mind, especially up here in the North Country, and people who have been following along this case, that Gary Waite caused the death of his child. However, he reminded me and strongly reminded the jury today that there's a big difference between the three charges that he's faced with. One of them is murder, one of them is manslaughter, and he wanted the jury to make sure they make the right decision.
Ask yourselves this.
Gary Waite's attorney told the jury today his client is not Father of the Year. Someone has to pay for what happened to his 15-month-old son, Jesse Smith, and that someone may be his client. However, Marc Zuckerman also told the jury they must follow the law, and what they saw and heard throughout the trial does not merit a murder conviction.
It is something else. You'll be told what that is, but it's not murder.
Zuckerman read the definition of depraved murder to the jury, explaining it means a person takes an unreasonable risk to human life, and more so says that person does not care if the victim dies. Zuckerman told the jury his client did care. He called 911 and was emotionally distraught after the fact. However, the DA painted a different picture, reminding the jury of testimony and showing cell phone records that stated from the first time Gary Waite told someone his son was hurt to the 911 call, there was a 4-hour window.
I was panicking because I chose to protect myself instead of getting the medical treatment that my son needed.
Waite's attorney told the jury not every killing is murder. He said his client did not know what to do when the toddler did not stop crying, and Waite may have lost control.
There are other crimes charged in tonight. One of them's going to fit. Depraved indifference won't fit.
But the DA asked the jury before she was done to convict Gary Waite on all counts.
And ultimately, what he did to that child was so brutal and so vicious that it cost him his life.
Now, there's a huge difference between murder and manslaughter when it comes to time served, and Gary Waite, of course, will either benefit or suffer from it. If he is convicted of murder, he faces possibly up to life in prison. If it is manslaughter, the max is potentially 15 years in prison. The jury went home about a half hour ago. They will resume deliberations here in Warren County Court tomorrow afternoon. Reporting in Warren County tonight, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.